You've created the vision, you've written down your goals, and now you're ready to create a life and business that you've been dreaming of. So, what's the one thing that's going to keep you on track, even when you no longer feel the feelings that you had when you created the vision? Self-love. And I'm not talking about the self-love the way mainstream has portrayed it with the candles and the bubbles, although we do make room for softness over here. I'm talking about the kind of self-love that is rooted in devotion, sacred devotion. Devotion to your body, devotion to your mind, devotion to your womb, devotion to your goals, your dreams, your mission, devotion to everything that you were sent here to do. You see, everybody will have you think that discipline is what you need. And I don't know about you, but when I hear the word discipline, it doesn't really feel right? It doesn't feel juicy. It doesn't light me up. It doesn't make me want to go get it. Think about it for a second. What does the word discipline do in your body? Like, how does it feel to you? What memories does that word bring up? For some people, discipline is like very stiff, very rigid, very by the book structure, okay? And for some people, discipline is not such a good thing. Regardless of what that word brings up for you, I want to kind of change your relationship, because to an extent, discipline is necessary to keep your motivation going, to keep yourself on track when you really don't feel like it. Listen, the worst thing you can do when you're trying to build your life and build your business is to only be moved by your feelings and your emotions, right? And what I have found out with working with women over the time of being a womb wellness advocate is that a lot of women are driven by their emotions. We're emotional beings, right? That is our essence. We feel and we flow. And when everybody is very rigid and by the book, we dream. There's this beautiful dance with our feelings and our emotions. And I'm not saying to stop that. Okay, that is the feminine side of who you are. But beloved, if I can offer something to support you, it is that you also need to learn to dance with the masculine. That looks like systems, that looks like discipline, that looks like a schedule. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. But if that doesn't feel good for you, I want to offer something for you to just sit with, if you will. Devotion is discipline, but sexier. Devotion is discipline, but juicier, okay? Devotion is the foreplay to self-love. Think about it this way. You're in a relationship, okay? And your person just calls you and is like, all right, what you doing? Yep, I want to see you. Come over? Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks. Oh, what time am I going to be there? I want you to be there at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? Yeah, because it takes me about 15 minutes to get over there. So yeah. 7 o'clock is fine. 7 o'clock is fine. All right, sounds good. Bye. I'm sorry. What? But if your person calls you in the morning just to say good morning, if the person texts you at lunchtime just to say, I've been thinking about you, if the person texts you on your way home from work just to say, I can't wait to see you at 7, baby, by the time 7 o'clock gets here, hello. Okay. It is the same thing with your life and your business. You are building a relationship. This is not something that's transactional. This is who you are, the essence, your world, essentially, right? And so it has to feel good. You have to romanticize it. You have to date it. You have to court it. And devotion is how you do that. So what does devotion look like? Devotion looks like your systems. We call it rituals over here. Devotion looks like rituals. What do you do when you get up first thing in the morning? What are your non-negotiables first thing in the morning? How do you show up in the world? What do you look like? What do you smell like? How do you keep your home? What kind of foods do you eat? What is your relationship with food? What is your relationship with your body? When you really start to think about everything is devotion and everything is sacred, it changes how you show up. And you begin to romanticize your life and romanticize your business. And even when things don't feel good, even when it's not juicy, even when it doesn't light you up, those rituals that you have continuously that you do brings you into the same space and energy that you felt when you decided this is what we're doing. Again, let's talk about a relationship, right? We're in February, it's the month of love. I don't care if me and my person have just argued all morning long. I can't see their face on my phone and be like, ugh. If I get a text message and it's like, I just wanted to say I love you, like non-negotiables for us, right? 143 at 11:11. I don't care if I'm mad or not. I'm going to text that 143. You know why? Because it doesn't matter this temporary emotion that I'm feeling. I made a commitment to you. I love you. And I want you to know that even in this, you're still important to me. Can I tell you something, beloved? When you take that approach to your life, to your goals, to your business, to your relationships, to every aspect of your life, I believe that God's spirit source, the energy, the universe, whatever resonates with you has no choice but to respond. Your life, your business, who you are as a person, that is your gift from the divine. How you show up, how you honor it, how you stick to the things that you said you were going to do, how you flow through this life, that is your devotion. That is your sacred message to say back, you know what? I honor this. I appreciate this. And you can trust me with this. So I want you to think about something. I want you to think about every aspect of your life. In The Advocate, we talk about womb consciousness, where it's like you are the center of your world. And then everything that sprouts from it is built from your womb space. So I want you to think about your life, and I want you to think about every area, your business, your relationships, how you show up in the community, how you are with your family, how you are at work. And I want you just to think about the rituals that you will create in your life that keep you in constant sacred devotion, so that you're not going because you have to, just going on autopilot, because that's not good either. That's going to cause you to burn out. But when you have sacred rituals and when you learn to live in the flow, even when things aren't heightened, you're still in motion. Why? Because you understand your body, you understand your cycles, you understand your energetic flow, and you learn to work with that. And you create rituals that keep you in alignment to what you said that you were going to do. Your devotion is the way you show sacred self-love above anything else, above your feelings, above your emotions, above what this world is doing, above what anybody tries to tell you you need to be doing. The way you show up in the world, the way you honor yourself, the way you are devoted to your life, to your dreams, to your commitments, that is how you show yourself the ultimate self-love. If you've enjoyed this conversation and you want to keep it going, I invite you to meet me over in Womb Keepers Academy. That is our free library where we have meditations and things that are really keep you in line with your devotion. And if you want to make an investment into yourself and you want to go deeper, I really highly recommend the experience called Sacred Self-Love, the Art of Sensuality, Sexuality, Pleasure, and Play. Y'all, when I tell you this conversation is next level, it really shows you how to romanticize your life and how to take your self-love deeper than just the candles and the bubbles and all of that, including that, but deeper than that. Thank you all for being with me. Check out some of the other videos that we have. If you're not already a part of our family, please subscribe, like this video, and comment below. What is one shift that you are going to make in your rituals and in your devotion that's going to keep you in line without being burnt out? I love you all so much. Remember to discover your inner sparkle and let it shine, because the world is waiting on you to just be you. And when a woman heals her womb, she heals the world. So here's to us always healing ourselves first so that we can heal the world around us. I love you. Bye.